Good day, everyone. Today we shall be exploring the world of angles. Angles are fundamental in geometry. They form the basis for shapes, structures, and measurements. So in this presentation, we shall define what an angle is, we shall explore various types of angles, and then demonstrate the method for their construction and their bisection. Right, so let's dive into this. So firstly, what is an angle? When we say an angle, it's simply defined as two straight lines intersecting or meeting at the point. Okay, an angle is defined as the intersection of two straight lines meeting at the point. Look at this straight line here. Look at another straight line here. You could see that they are meeting at this point here. That point where they meet is what we call an angle. Okay, now the meeting point, sometimes called vertex, okay, are where we measure an angle. So when we want to know the angle formed by these two straight lines here, since they meet at this point, now the distance between the two lines, okay, that rotation from here to this place is what we refer to as an angle. All right, so very simple, is formed by the intersection of two straight lines. So I won't say that. Let's now look at types of angles. We have acute angle. Any angle that is lesser than 90 degrees is known as acute angle. Then we have right angle. Right angle is exactly angle 90 degrees. So another word for right angle is known as angle 90 degree. Sometimes we call it perpendicular angle. Another type of angle we have is known as the obtuse angle. Any angle that is greater than 90 degree but lesser than 180 degree is in the category of obtuse angle. So we could say 91 is obtuse angle, 92, 93, 170. As long as it's within 90 and 180, it is greater than 90 but lesser than 180, they are obtuse angle. And the last one is known as the reflex angle. Reflex angle are angles that are greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degrees. So these are the various types of angles that we have. All right. And then we also have some special angle relationship too. We have the complementary angles. Now, when two angles sum up to give you 90 degrees, the two angles are known as complementary angle. For example, now 60 degree and 30 degree as complementary angle, because if you add them up together to give you 90 degree. The same thing applies to this. 45 degree and 45 degree are complementary angle, because if you add them up together, they will give you 90 degrees. So any two angles that sum up to give you 90 degrees are known as what? Complementary angles. Okay, so 60 degree is a complementary angle of 30 degree, or we could say 30 degree is a complementary angle of 60 degree. Okay, now on the other hand, we have what we call the supplementary angles. In this case, two angles that sum up to give 180 degrees are known as supplementary angles. For example, now 82 degrees and 98 degrees are supplementary angles, because if you add them up, it will give you 180 degrees. So we could say that 82 degrees is supplementary angle of 98 degrees, because they sum up to give 180 degrees. The same applies here. 90 degrees is a supplementary angle of another 90 degrees, because if you sum them up, they will give you 180 degrees. Here again, 140 degrees and 40 degrees are supplementary angles, because they sum up to give 180 degrees. So we can say that 40 degree is supplementary angle of 140 degrees, or 140 degrees is supplementary angle of 40 degrees, because the two sum up to give you 180 80 degrees. And lastly, we have 115 and 65. If you sum this up to, it's going to give you supplementary angles. So I will say that. Let's now look at various methods of constructing an angle. Number one, you could use set square in constructing angles. Okay, angles like 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees can be constructed using set square. Another way of constructing angle is by combining set square for getting different kind of complex angles. So when we combine the two set square we have, we can get complex angles. The third way of constructing angle is using a protractor. When we precisely use our protractor, we can get any angle that we want. Protractor gives you any kind of angle, whether it's complex, whether it's standard angle, protractor can give you such an angle. Then we can also use our compass to construct some special angles too, like 60 degrees and 90 degrees. So majorly we have three instruments here for constructing angles: the set square, the protractor, and the pair of compasses. Alright, so for the set square, we have two types of set square. Number one is the 30, 60, 90 degrees set square. What this simply means is that this is a set square. It means that it has angle 90 here, then it has angle 60 degree at the other angle here, and angle 30 here. That's why it is known as 30, 60, 90 degrees set square. The other type is known as the 45 degree, 90 degree set square, because here it has angle 90 and the other two angles are 45 and 45 degrees respectively. So for the 30, 60, 90 set square, we can use it to construct angle 30 degrees, we can use it to construct angle 60 degrees, we can also use it to construct angle 90 degrees. Directly, you don't have to stretch yourself. The angles are already there. All you need to do is to just get your pencil and get and draw out the angles, whether it is for 30 or for 60 or for 90. The same applies for angle set square 45, 45 and 90 degrees. You can use this set square to construct angle 45 degree and angle 90 degree, because the angles are already in the set square. So when you need any of them, you just use them appropriately. Right. Now let's go on particularizing how to combine set square to obtain some unique angles. For example, now you want to obtain angle 75 degrees. All you need to do is to combine angle 45 degree and angle 60 degrees, okay? And then when you add them up together, the result, you subtract it from 180, that will give us 75 degrees. Maybe we should dive into this and see how it can be done, right? So let's do a practical on this. How do we construct angle 75 degrees combined using two set square? Okay, let's start. The first thing we need to do here is to draw a straight line. So we draw our straight line like this. So this is a straight line. This is a horizontal line. Okay. Now, what we need to get now is to combine 45 degree set square and that of 60. Well, that is the 45 degree set square and the one of 30, 60 degree set square. Let me get the one of 45 degrees set square for us to see. Now, for the 45 degrees set square, this is it here. You see, so this is 45 degrees set square. So we want to combine these two. Now, this angle here is 45. This set square, the angle here within this place is angle 45. So I've already placed this set square on my straight line. You see, it's already placed there. Now, all I need to do is to get my pencil and draw out my angle 45 degree from there. Okay, so I get my pencil. Use my pencil now. So I draw that. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so this angle 45. So I've done angle 45. I can now take away my 45 degrees set square. Okay, taking it away. Now this angle here, the angle here now is angle 45. Here now is angle 45 degree. But remember, I need to also add angle 60 degree. So I need to get my set square, my 60 degrees set square, 30 60 degrees set square. So there is it here. Okay, this is my 30 60 degrees set square. Now the aspect that is 60 degree is where we place. So let me rotate this. All right. Now this here, this part is the 30 degree part, while here it is 60 degree part. So it is 60 degree part that we need to add to my 45 degree that I measured earlier. So all I need to do is to place I need to rotate the set square where the 60 degree is. Let me rotate it again so we can get our measurement correctly. So you can see I'm doing that. Okay, rotating it. So that point of 60 degrees is where I'm going to rotating it now. So if you are doing it on a physical set, you need a physical set square to be more faster. So you move it. So I'm moving that 60 degree now, part of it, to the straight line here. You could see. So this part is 60 degree now. I've already measured this part. We've already measured 45 here. Remember that this part is 45. So let's indicate it. Here is 45 degree. So let's indicate that so we don't forget that 45. Now I have placed the 60 degree part now on the line of 45 because I want to add 60 degree to it. So I get my ruler and my pencil and I draw from here. So I want to draw 60 degree now. That's it. So I haven't done that. Let me remove my set square, my 30 60 degrees square. I've taken it away. Now this place now, this angle now is angle 60. All right, this angle 60 degrees. Okay, angle 60 degrees. Now angle 60 degree plus together with angle 45 degrees, that will give us 100, and that will give us 105 degrees. Okay, now the whole total angle here is 105 degrees, but my target is angle 75 degrees, this angle here. So this is 105 degrees. That's 45 plus 60 is 105 degrees. But remember that we have to subtract the result from 180, which will give us 75. That is 180 minus 105 will give us 75, meaning that the remaining angle here is 75. Okay, so this is how you can construct angle 75 degrees using your two set square. Okay, so you can also do the same thing for 135 and angle 105. So for 135, all you need to do is to combine set square of 90 degree and 45 degree, and then you will get the 135. For 105, all you need to do is to combine 60. This is 105 already. This side is 105. So the same method you use to get 75, you also use it to get 105. So this is 75 on my left hand side and 105 on my right hand side. Now let us see, how do we now get the one of 90 the one of 135 degree? Very simple. Let us quickly do that. Let's quickly do that. So this, let's take away this. Let's take away this. Okay. So we can take away this one. Take away this. So how do we measure angle 135? We've done that of 105 and that of 75. Okay. So the one of 135, very simple, the same method. You draw your straight line. Okay, you draw a straight line with your ruler, a straight line, your ruler like this, and then you get your set square of 45 degree, like we did earlier. This is our set square 45 degree. This part is 45. Okay, this part is 45 degrees set square. So you place it on the line, and you get your pencil rather, and you draw angle 45. So with your ruler, you draw angle 45, remove your set square, Now you now get your either the 90, 45, 45, 45, 45 set square, or the 90, 30, 60. Any of them is fine because they both have 90. So I'm taking one of them. So this is it. So now I need 90 now. What I need to do is to rotate my set square and place it on the line of the 45. You could see. So this is it here. So I'm placing it on the line of 45 so that I can measure angle 90 extra. So let me rotate it so that it's aligning with the line. Alright. So this is it. You see, very, very straightforward. Now, I haven't done that, so you can now get your pencil and draw the line. So you get your pencil and then you draw angle 90 degree. Okay, draw angle 90 degree like this. So if I haven't done that, then you take away this. So now we can see now that from what we've done, we're able to get 45 here. This is 45 and this is 90. Now if you sum 45 and 90 together, that will give us 135. All of this now is angle 135 degrees. So the process is very simple. So the whole is the two angles sum up together give us 135 degrees. All right, so that's how to construct some unique angle combining set square. All right, so aside that, we can also construct an angle using protractor. Okay, if you want to do that, very simple as well. All you need to do is, first of all, draw your straight line. You draw a straight line with your ruler and your pencil. Then you get your protractor. It's your protractor here. Now this protractor, you place it on the line. Your protractor is calibrated, so you place it on the line from 0 to 180. From here, okay, to 180. Can you see this? 10, 20, 30, so to 180 degree. If you need angle maybe 50 degree now, in my own protractor is already indicated my pointer, so I can take it to 50 degree. If I want 50 degree now, but for you, you will not have pointer on the physical protractor, so you have to go and locate it on by yourself and then put your point there. So I've taken my pointer to angle 50 degree now. Then I can now get my pencil. Make sure you locate it correctly. Then if you have gotten angle 50 degree, then you get your pencil and put a dot there. So you locate a dot there. Haven't done that, then you remove your protractor. Remove your protractor, and that point. Okay, now you could see that, and before you move your protractor, you have to locate the center of the point too. This point, you have to locate the point where the pointer is coming from. So you have to locate your point here too. You can make it visible, and then you can now take away your protractor. So the reason for are doing that for you to join the line together. So these 2 points, you join them together. So the point here and the center, join them together, and this will give you your angle 50 degrees. This angle 50 degrees now based on what we add on our protractor. Okay, so this is how to construct angles using protractor. Okay, and if you want to construct an angle using compass, very simple too. Maybe you want to consult angle 60 degree using compass. All you need to do is to draw a straight line. You draw a straight line like this with your ruler. Excuse me. You get your ruler, your pencil, and draw a straight line. Okay. Draw a straight line with your ruler and your pencil. That's the first step. So the next thing is to get your compass. Get your compass, moving your compass into your straight line. Okay. So the center of your compass, you place it here. Okay, this is my compass now. Now this is the radius of my compass. So you now make a semicircle with your compass. As you could see, semicircle like this. You get it now? You haven't done that. Then you take, without changing the radius of your compass, you move it to the other point here. All right. And then you rotate it. You rotate it this way until you get to this point. When you get to this point, then you make an arc here. You make an arc here. You make an arc with your compass here. Make an arc like this. Once you have made the arc, then you move again your compass back to the center where you draw your semicircle. Take it there again. Okay, so just to be sure that the point is there. Okay, so I haven't done that now. Then you take away your compass, then get your ruler and join this point and this point together. Okay, so when you do that, you are going to be measuring angle 60 degrees. So this point and this point join together. So this angle here, the angle here is angle 60 degrees. So this is how to measure angle 60 degrees. All right, very straightforward as well. And then if you want to measure angle 90 degree using compass, it's also simple. All you need to do is still draw your straight line. Draw a straight line. Let's clear this one so that it does not affect our work. Okay. So let's clear this angle 90 degrees. Angle 90 degrees. Let's draw a straight line for angle 90 degrees. So you draw a straight line with your ruler. Okay, horizontal line. Haven't done that, then you get your compass. Get your compass. Okay, move your compass in. You can reduce the radius a little. All right. So you move your compass in and place the center of the compass on your line. So having done that, then you can now draw your you can choose to draw a complete circle using your compass like this. The other time we drew just semicircle. You can draw a complete circle like this. Okay, and then still using the same radius, you move like this to the other point, where the circle cuts the line. Okay, move it up, move it up, move it. Okay, move it up a little, move it up a little. Then before you now make an arc here. Okay, make an arc here. All right, I haven't made the arc, so you don't change it. You come down, you come down and still make an arc here too. Make an arc here too. Then you now pick your compass again. Pick your compass again and come to the other side. Come to the other side there, and you come and make an arc here. Make sure you move close to the arc, to the circle before you make your arc. Okay, so you move close to the circle before you make your arc, because of then you can now rotate again. Then you make another arc here too. Okay, make an arc here too, and then you move your compass again to this point. Okay, and you make an arc up like this. Okay, make an arc like this. Move it here again. A little bit tedious, but it's simple with practice. Move it here again, and you make an arc here. You rotate it. Okay, you come here and we make an arc. So it's very simple if you are doing it physically without the computer using. Now, then you come here, you take it down. The same way you have done it up, you come down and do the same thing. So I'm moving my compass again down. I'm moving it down, bring it here. Okay, so you make an arc down. You have to rotate it first. Come down. You might not see the downside, but I'm making an arc down there. I'm making an arc. Okay, I'll make an arc here. Then I'll move my compass here again. Move my compass here again. Okay, and then I'll make another arc. Okay, before I do that, I need to move my, okay, so move it there, and then I can now make my arc down the same way I made arc here. So I haven't done that now. I can now take away my compass and then get a ruler and join the sign I've made here, the arc I made there. I will join it with the other arc I've made down, and this place is now angle 90 degree. Okay, so this place is now angle 90 degree, this side. That's how you would construct angle 90 degree. Very straightforward. All right, and the last part is how to bisect an angle. When you talk about bisecting an angle, it's dividing an angle into two equal parts. This angle 30 degree, how do we bisect it? Very simple too. All we need to do is to get our compass. Okay, our compass is what we need also here. We get our compass and place the center of the compass at the vertex, the meeting point here. Okay, let me reduce my compass a little. Okay, then I can now rotate my compass. I will now rotate my compass so that I can make okay, so it's going to make, you place the center of the compass at the vertex there, then we rotate the compass. I'm going to rotate it now. Sorry, that's not part of it. We want to rotate it. Let me extend the little. Okay. Okay, so let me rotate it. I'm going to rotate it so we can see what we are talking about. Okay, just exercise patient using the computer. Okay, so now I place this here I'm placing the center of the compass at the vertex. Then let me reduce it now. Then I will now make an arc. I'll make an arc with it. I'm making an arc on the first line of the angle. Then I will still rotate this. I will rotate it and then make an arc at the other side. Make an arc here. Then I will move it again to the point where they have met, with the meeting point here. Make another arc up. Okay, I have to come to the center a little. Then I will now make an arc. I'll make an arc like this. Okay. Then come here again, move it to the last point. Then come to make another arc again. All right. So let's. So I'll come and make another arc here. Okay. So come here. So we are trying to get the intersection of this. So now I'll make an arc here. Make an arc. Okay, we'll make an arc here. And then the other one, we move this to this place. And we rotate it again. And make another arc here. You can see. Make another arc here. Now this point that have been formed here, I will get a ruler. Let me take away my compass, and I will get a ruler and join this point and this point here. So that I've succeeded in bisecting that line. So joining this point and this point, the vertex here, had helped me in bisecting this angle 30 degrees. So the angle here and the angle here are 15 degrees. So the angle here is 15, the other one here too is 15. So this is how you bisect an angle. Alright, so this is where we shall be drawing the curtain today. I hope you've learned something. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.